So I get quite a few emails from guys, more than I would like, from dudes who are like, yo, I'm starting to take better care of myself, I'm looking better, I'm feeling better, I'm exercising, and my significant other is super not supportive. Is it so much to ask for a little support? Maybe a, hey, you look great, or whoa, you look sexy, big daddy, whatever it is, right? But instead, you get grief, you get lip, or they're not even paying you any attention. In my experience, the reason boils down to two very important things. They are change and insecurity. First, let's talk about change. Change is incredibly difficult to deal with for a lot of people. We like consistency as creatures, right? When things get out of whack, we're like, yo, I don't like that. I want to be here. Even if being here is uncomfortable. Look at the careers that we find ourselves in. So many people are miserable, but they're more comfortable being miserable than actually being uncomfortable with the changes that need to take place in order for them to progress. Does that make sense? Same thing happens with relationships. You stay in an unhealthy, unhappy relationship because the thought of change is more uncomfortable than being in this unhealthy relationship. Change is scary, and in relationships a lot of times we get into these comfort ruts, right? What happens? When you're single, you're all taking care of yourself, paying attention to your grooming, your style. You get comfortable in a relationship and it starts to fall apart. Then all of a sudden, one of the two people decides, yo, this is ridiculous. I'm taking care of myself. So you start doing things. You start taking better care of yourselves. Your grooming is picked up. Your style is on point. And the other person gets super freaked out. They're like, what is going on with you? Why are you changing? We've all heard the stories of a woman who starts going to the gym, right? Then their significant other, the dude, gets super jealous. Like, why are you going to the gym? Why are you all looking like that? Why are you losing weight? What's going on? They get all crazy suspicious. What ultimately ends up happening is the person can't figure out how to deal with the changes that are taking place in the other person. And as a result, it drives a wedge because they're not supportive and they're driving the other person absolutely insane. So we got change going on, which people are freaked out about. Now we're going to talk about the other, or the second thing, and that is insecurity. Insecurity in yourself, or insecurity in your relationship. You're insecure in who you are or your relationship. If you were secure, you'd be like, hey, high five, knuckle bump, good job, right? But instead, you start questioning, and it's this division or this wedge that is driven in between the two people because of the one not being supportive. It is a horrible cycle. Now, sure, this happens with women, but this also happens with men, right? Shoe, the fashionable shoe is on the other foot. Guy starts taking better care of themselves. The woman isn't supportive. Dude's like, yo, I'm feeling great. I look good. I feel good. Why aren't you supportive? Why aren't you jumping my bones? Instead, you're questioning me. You're going through my phone, my text messages. Change and insecurity. So what happens? There are really only two options. Option number one is you end up breaking up because you're not getting that support. And so it's like, yo, deuces, I'm out, and you break up. Or the second option, you resent the hell out of the other person, which leads to fighting, which in turn results in number one, you break up. How do you combat this? Does this mean that both people have to be on the same page? Kinda. But the one thing that you can do is communicate. If you communicate with your significant other that this is the reason why you're doing it, it's not because of them, it's because of you. And if you feel better about yourself, you're going to be a better coworker, a better boss, a better husband, a better father, a better lover. Everything. Communication is the cornerstone to any healthy relationship. So if you feel that you're not getting the support that you need in this process where you're actually changing, it's time to open up and communicate with your significant other. Let them know how important it is to you and how their support would mean the world to you.